Yes, welcome back. I'm still with Mr. Olisa Agbakoba, and
I got a doctorate about 5 years
okay, I should add the doctor. I shouldn't take
You
it
should
away.
don't denigrate my title.
So you're one of those doctor...
A well-earned. No, not the one, the bio.
Yes.
Well-earned. It took me 40 years to earn that title.
But it was honorary.
I have an honorary and a PhD.
Oh, fantastic. I'm sorry, Dr. Agbakoba.
Thank you.
Okay. So, but I mean, I just wonder, you did say that Nigerians are so poor that votes can be bought, and therefore that's where the problem lies, you know. However, you spent years educating people. Some people say Nigeria is at a state now where it needs to be rescued. Do you believe so?
I think so.
And why and how can Nigeria be rescued?
It ought to be rescued because what is playing out, which is so obvious, makes it clear that we need to be rescued. The economy is in tatters. Unemployment is at its all-time high. The big challenge is how? The big challenge, because we have, in a country such as ours, weak institutions. The courts are weak, the media is weak, civil society is weak, faith-based organizations are weak, and so impunity is in the hands of those who control power. So when Buhari is in power, everybody says, Oga, if it's Jonathan. So that's the challenge.
You've been speaking this language of weak institutions. Whenever will these institutions ever be strengthened? And whose fault is it at the end of the day? Because take the media, for example. We said the media is weak. Is anybody holding the media's throat?
Yeah, because they want advertisements. That's why. They want advertisements. Look at the only 100% independent, neutral newspaper that came out some time ago. Next. He didn't survive. He didn't survive. When he told the truth about the state of Yaradua, the banks pulled the plugs. So there is no media house that would go without looking back. That's a challenge.
Tread carefully. I'm glad you understand that.
Of course I do. I do understand it thoroughly. That's why the news sometimes is told better by CNN on Nigerian issues. They fly in here and go into Dapchi. Our people are here sitting in studios like you and not going anywhere because we're afraid, we're curtailed. So what I'm describing describes everything else. It describes the politicians.
Isn't that hopeless?
It's so near hopeless. Well, look, it needs a Messiah to rescue this place. So it needs a Messiah. Because if 2019 fails to create changes...
What kind of changes should 2019 bring?
A fresh, new political process, new faces. Aren't you tired of seeing the same old men?
I am, certainly.
So somebody fresh. Say, oh, this guy, we haven't seen him before. Let's see what he can do. His head is full. He can talk without notes. He can just reel out figures on health, employment, statistics, whatever, innovation. That's it. This is my president.
But with a constitution that doesn't allow for independent, an electoral process that doesn't allow for independence, wouldn't a party that has structure be the one that can better reach out to many people, no matter how nice?
No, you're right, unfortunately. So it's a trap. You need the structure. For instance, I cannot go and say, Olisa Agbakoba, I've been in this for a long time. Vote for me. Oh, look at him. Nobody will vote for me. A rogue will come, and he's on the platform of a known party. He'll obviously defeat me. So that's the dilemma. That's what I've not been able to wrap my head around.
Even you?
Oh, yeah. It's not an easy thing. Look, some of these parties are put down. Okay, they've just announced that Festus Keyamo is going to be the public relations spokesperson for the Buhari campaign. There's a reason they picked him. There's a reason. And given his law practice, so he knows immediately the benefits. If he goes through, he's the Attorney General. So it's so difficult.
I mean, now, leadership, how do you make somebody who's going out to vote understand that thing, that thumbprint that you're doing, you must be able to guard it with all your life?
They know.
They know?
But they want money. They know.
But can you blame them for wanting money, though?
Because he's poor. That's the dilemma. He's not able to make up his own mind, see? Because he needs the money. He's controlled by his stomach and regulated by those who are looking to see where he's going to vote. And therefore, he must vote to justify what they've paid to him. He may go home and cry, but he's voted the wrong person.
So but at the end of the day, I mean, I don't want to feel hopeless, but I just wonder, the movement, for example, that you guys are championing, yes. What kind of expectations do we have from that kind of group?
Well, that's what I just told you. What we're doing, what we've done is to see that as a result of the smartphone, the voting pattern is changing. It's no longer totally in the hands of the money bags. There are a lot of people who are no longer under the influence of Adedibu Amala politics. They're no longer there. Now, our assessment is that there are about 20 to 30 million uncommitted voting Nigerians who need to be spoken to consistently to say, go and vote your conscience. Vote for the person who will make you happy. That, I think, is in place. The next challenge is we need that third force, because we're saying our campaign is throw them out. Vote them out. That's our campaign.
And you're not saying vote this person in?
We are saying vote this person in, but that person is yet to emerge. So that's the dilemma. We hope that the person we're going to say vote in will emerge. But we know who should be voted out. APC and PDP. And that was the trump that Trump used to trump Hillary Clinton. Lock her up. Throw them out. Vote them out. That's the thing. And that easily catches.
How easily can you vote an incumbent out, though?
Easy. Just don't vote for him. That's all.
How do you protect your votes? Given the circumstances, people had complained about, if the circumstances are right, you go queue up endlessly, there's no registration, the process is delayed, and all of those challenges.
All the challenges, yes.
And discourages those who want to vote.
Yeah, so we just say, please, just stand by, unless you don't want your fortunes to change. But if you want it to change, by the way, the voting process is on. I hope you know that. Oh, yeah? It's on. Every day I watched Showore versus Shitu, Minister of Communications. For want of a polite word, he is the worst representation for the APC. If that was what would make people vote, Buhari is out. Arrogant, condescending, and Showore gave it to him.
So what you're saying is that people who are appearing on either side now are in some ways trying to influence voters already.
Absolutely. Just for that alone, if I was uncommitted, I'd say, I'm going for Showore. So a lot of Nigerians are watching, and it's trending, it's going viral. So people are voting. And that's why the conversation, in fact, I was shocked when I went to my spa on Saturday. The gate man said, Oga, how can I join your movement? What? Really? I said, okay, when I come again, I'll give you the code. So you see, so people are getting engaged. Now, it's our task to keep nurturing them until the voting day. So that voting day is made to declare the results. But the voting is taking place.